I come here at least twice a day. I live north in Lincoln, and my friends and my kind of activities and / part-time work is on the west side, so I always like come through and I always stop. It's usually a rest period for me because it's like a 5-mile bike in, and then I rest here, and then I continue. And I take the bus occasionally.
And during Occupy Providence, were you coming to Burnside Park?
I was coming.
Yeah.
I was visiting, yes. And camped out a bunch of nights.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which was very interesting because the noises were really wild. When the buses woke up in the morning, it was pretty wild. There was, during Occupy, there was a lot of conversation, people coming through who were park visitors and goers. There was a certain contingent that was upset that we were disturbing the pigeons. There's a big pigeon community in Rhode Island, Portuguese mainly, who keep pigeons. And there were people during Occupy that were upset that the pigeons were were displaced because they were confused. That was one beef people had with Occupy being here. It seemed like the other regular park goers were pleased to see it used like in a different way, because the trash was kept well, and the kids were really happy to see the tents up. I definitely had some wonderful conversations with kids.
So that parents were coming with their kids.
Yeah, they were. I could see the kids were dragging them they loved seeing the tents. That's what I talked to some children, and just their faces were just really, I don't know what like storybook. Wow. There were more people who came during Occupy that commented that they felt that the park, I heard this a number of times, the park was safer with Occupy here. There were more people around, and we had, at night there was always security all night. So there was taking care of people. There's a lot of people who came in with needs that couldn't be addressed till the morning. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning, and they needed help, some medical assistance, like mental health kind of assistance. And we because I did security a lot at night with people, and we would really take care of in all kinds of ways, and as well as like giving out blankets and tents and those.
What was that? So that was mainly Occupy, or did the city also mobilize resources?
No, that was just Occupy. Yeah. The city doesn't do resources. That's what Occupy was about. It was about conversations. That's all it was about. Conversations. And strangers, Rhode Islanders having conversations with each other. How else are we going to get out of the hole that that's facing so many people without more conversation? I spent a lot of time in immigrant communities, that have recently come to the United States, and they're really happy to be here, and can really quickly see the points of their individual freedom and their ability to become what they're dreaming of becoming, and all these things that a lot of the second and third generation people have already forgotten. If you combine the energies that are here with with our geographic proximity, you can come up with some more juice. And how do you get a community like the Rhode Island community together? People like coming downtown, like they feel like their day is like larger. You see the skyscrapers, and even if you live in some little neighborhood or something, but you come downtown. Yeah, and I often wish that every Rhode Islander could come downtown on a really very regular basis, because it's energizing. I feel the same about Brown and RISD, that they have a giant source of influential people with money and with skills, and they are isolated to some, which I think in the past has been fine. But if Providence and Rhode Island continue to melt down like they are, life on the Hill is going to become less pleasant. So why not get involved in it right now? And they haven't been involved much, but it's turning.